We have got the man of the night inside the room with me. Did you want to say a little hello?
Yes, what's happening?
That is the correct mark. I got it right. Kitty, I got it right for once. We have got Tommy B inside the building. Woo! Just me. Okay, thanks, guys. Lovely. How are you? Thank you, Kitty. Finally. How are you, honey?
Yeah, I'm very well. How are you doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. It's lovely to have you inside. You have been on my list for a while. Finally got you down, which is what we like. So I'm going to start off by just asking the broadest question ever. How has your 2022 been so far?
Do you know what? It's been positive.
Yeah.
Really positive. Yeah. No, it's good. Like, I've been working really hard, trying to come back with new music, and there's just been a lot going on behind the scenes. Do you know what I mean? So it's nice to just come into a new year and be dropping music again, because I haven't dropped any proper music. I've done freestyles and bits, but I haven't dropped any proper music since like late 2020. So it's been a little while, just over a year. So yeah, it's exciting times, to be fair.
Good time to get some new music out.
That's it.
Which is funny, because that was actually my next question, that you haven't dropped any music since 2020. Not like on like streaming platforms, should we say, anyway. Because the reason behind that is you've been working on your debut album, which is called Spiritual Hooligan. Is there anything you can tell me about that, or is it all very like hush-hush?
I'll be honest with you, it is. There's not. I can't give away too much at this moment in time. But what I will say is that, like, I'm definitely experimenting with new sounds. Well, not even experimenting. Like, I'm doing new sounds, and it sounds sick. Like, it's not an experiment thing. It's I'm coming into my own, and I feel like I'm just becoming myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spent a long time spitting. Like, I started spitting on radio when I was like 15. Do you know what I mean? So it's nice to be coming to a point where I actually feel like an artist, and I'm coming with a body of work that I'm really proud of. Do you know what I mean? So
I think that's the thing about you. A lot of people actually forget how young you are still. Like, you are, because obviously you've done so much in such like a short space of time, that it's insane to think that it's only just now that you're dropping like your debut album, because you've done so much already. It's madness. Like. Yeah,
I think that's a benefit though. I think that it was a good thing that I got into it young, because now I've done a lot already. Yeah. So I've sort of done, like I was saying to you just before, like, I feel like I've done my apprenticeship. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm seasoned. I'm young. I've still got the baby face, but I'm seasoned. Do you know what I mean? So
with the album, can you talk about any like producers you've got on there? Any features?
So we've been working. I'm not going to give away the features, but you're already trying to wangle. You're already trying to wangle.
Give me the exclusive news. I want it.
What I will say is that I've been working with some very talented producers. Got a few tunes with Ill Blue on there. Very talented producers. I've got some songs on there with a producer called ATG. He's very, very talented. And yeah, I've got obviously Johnny 5, who just produced a new single. Who else have we got on there, producer wise? I've got a sick. I'm not gonna lie. I've got a sick tune with Sir Spyro on there, which is nuts.
I already know that's gonna be fire.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
That's cheeky.
Yeah, and also I've been working with a very talented producer and songwriter called Joe Garrett. He's very, very talented. But yeah, man, it's just working with good producers is what builds the music. You know, that's what brings it to life.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm very much a lyricist and a wordsmith, so when it comes to the actual practical side of making music, I need to source good producers to be able to make the music I want. So
that's why I wanted to ask that question, because you do tend to work with like not like the same producers over and over again, but you've done a lot of work obviously with like Z Dot and Crunchy. So I feel like once you find people who know you and know your sound, like that's it, you've secured like the producer bag.
100%. I think you know, in terms of Z Dot and Crunchy, we made a sick project, and I've got loads of music with them as well. But yeah, it's good to build up relationships with people, so that when you get in the studio, you know how each other works. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That definitely helps. Yeah, and I feel like I've done that, especially with my pal Johnny. Like, we've been working for a long time, and it just feels good to be able to work with someone that I've got respect for, not just like as in a music relationship, but he's like my actual pal. So it's good to be able to build them relationships as well.
Very true. So moving on, I suppose it's not really, because I'm going to try and tie it into your album. I'm going to try my hardest to get as much news out of you as I possibly can. So obviously before this, you dropped a couple projects, like you got like the Man Up EP, you got the New Dimension as well, which is weird because on Spotify that's actually classed as an album. So it sort of throws you a bit if you're like researching Tommy B. But how does obviously this forthcoming album like differ from those projects, and how have you like evolved to the point where you've where you can drop a debut album?
I feel like especially with the New Dimension, I feel like with the Man Up project, I feel like I developed a bit more as an artist. But like with the New Dimension, there was still, I suppose there was elements of storytelling and there was elements in there. But I think that this album is just a coming together of everything, you know? Like when I listened back to the New Dimension, I was like very raw, like didn't really have my delivery. Like I was a good spitter, but I didn't have necessarily my delivery or my direction in the right place. I feel like just over the last few years, I've just homed in on my craft and got myself to a point where I know how to deliver and I know how to songwrite. And that's another thing that I've been songwriting. I suppose that's one of the main differences as well, like with this album as opposed to my previous projects. Like I've actually been songwriting. So there's vocalists on my album that I've been songwriting for, and I've sort of proved to myself that I can do that side of things as well, which has been really good. Instead of just spitting all the time,
that's the thing, innit?
I can write lyrics for someone else as well.
It's weird because when you think that, like, as an MC, you write lyrics, but actually songwriter, like, I cannot write a song to save my life because it is two worlds apart when you think about it. But that's really incredible. So that's the cheeky. See, I got it out of you. So you got some vocalists on there. Thank you. I knew I'd get something. Before we get into the next question, I'm gonna play a song of yours, and it's Man Up, so I'm assuming it's from the Man Up EP. Yeah. So tell me a bit about that EP, like how many tracks are on it, what else is on it?
So yeah, that was a 6-track EP that I worked on with Z Dot and Crunchy. Mainly a grime EP, but there's elements of garage, and also like this Man Up tune itself is more of an emotional tune, sort of a storytelling tune. So we literally just got in the studio over a period of time and just got in and just created some sick tunes and just picked the best ones and flung them out there.
Can't go wrong.
That was the process behind that one. So
stunning. Well, if you want a little bit of a taste of Tommy B, then make sure you stay locked on, because this one playing for you right now is Man Up, produced by Z Dot and Crunchy. Let's go. We are back inside. That was Tommy B with Man Up. That's not playing. The camera's gone off. It's just all going wrong, guys. But if you've only just locked in, you're locked into the Fat Steve Show on Reprezent Radio 107.3. I am Miz, and I am inside with Essex favourite Tommy B. So it's weird because we was kind of just like talking about this, but on me. So you've had like mass success in your career.
I wouldn't go that far, but
I would, because I'm about to list some of the things that you've done, and it's really quite impressive when you read it out loud. So you've been featured on Complex's Ones to Watch. That's a big boy. That's very nice. You've been on Lords of the Mics, you've collabed with German Donna Kebab, and you've been on like all of the mainstream radio stations. Obviously you've worked with like massive DJs. You've like you've worked with like Devlin, you've been working with like President T, like so many things that you've done. What is one highlight point of your career for you?
Oh my God. You just chucked all of them
out there. I know.
So
now you got to try and think. What's been like the most special moment to you when you was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening?
I'll be honest with you. When I supported Devlin on tour, that was nuts. I'm not gonna lie.
If you didn't say that, I would have been
that was crazy.
that was
crazy. Like... That was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Because like growing up, he was the one that everyone from where I come from just looked at him. You know what I mean? And I went to his first headline show. Like when he done Blood, Sweat and Beers, I went to his first headline show, and then 10 years later, I'm supporting him. Like that is stuff that
bucket list.
Yeah, but it's more than that. It's just sorry.
Sorry.
It's just sorry for my profanity, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. So how did you feel when Devlin said he was going to retire?
Do you know what? I still don't believe it.
Do you know?
Nah, he's too good. But I think it's just one of them things. Just wait and see.
Yeah.
But he's still the sickest. Like I was with him the other day. We was in the studio playing his new album, and it's just nuts. It's just crazy. Like I genuinely think, like, for me, him, Gets, Wiley, them three for me always, and I always say that them three for me, the best.
Well, you've ticked Devlin off the list. You've actually got a song with Devlin as well, so you can go and watch that on YouTube. That's out right now, by the way. So are we going to try and hit up Gets? Gets, if you're listening, I highly doubt it.
If I get the Gets feature would be incredible. I'd love that. I'd love that.
Imagine.
I have said that I want to do that. Like that would be the one for me, definitely.
I feel like that would work really well, to be fair.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be really nice.
I'm just going to throw it out there in the universe. I hope that happens.
Come on. Someone out there listening knows Gets. I know you do. Come on. So Blessings is the new one that's dropped from your album.
Yep.
It is out right now, so make sure you go run that up as well. It's an absolute banger, but my question is, why did you pick this track from the album to release first?
Good question. My dad actually asked me the same question yesterday.
No way.
So I'm going to throw you the exact same answer.
Come on.
And the reason is because it encapsulates everything about the project. It's got that sort of cocky sound. I'm sort of being a bit bodacious in the lyrics and having a laugh and sort of being a bit of a cheeky chappy. But then there's also that side of it in the hook where it's talking about counting my blessings, and that's sort of what the whole project's about. It's sort of like that dynamic between being young and boisterous, but then also having some connection with faith and spiritualism. So that was why.
Okay.
And also, I just out of all of the tunes, I think that was the one that was sort of quite eye-catching.
Yeah.
It's got a really catchy hook, and I know when I've made a tune that's catchy because people like when I went out where I come from, like in Essex, I went out in the town the other day, and people were coming up to me singing it, and that's when I know when people are singing it. That's when I know. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think we picked the right one there.
So what was the inspiration behind like the artwork and the style of the video that you did?
The artwork was easy because I said about going to the pie mash shop.
Yeah,
because I said about going to the pie mash shop in the lyrics. It just Kitty's giving the gun fingers for the pie mash. Yeah, I hope you don't have gravy on your pie mash, Kitty, because we're gonna have beef. Yeah, liquor only.
Okay.
Your chili vinegar, yeah.
I should have made that the Insta file. That's what I should have made it. That would have been some dividing.
But yeah, you should put that out as a poll. But yeah, that was easy. Like pie mash, because I said about going to the pie mash shop, it just made sense really to do that. And then following on from that, when we had the video ideas, I just thought go with that same theme. Get in the pie mash shop, have a laugh. And obviously we've got the Del Boy car in there and all, and I just wanted to sort of have a laugh, really, just have a laugh, because I think that not enough people have a laugh with it. Yeah. Everyone's so serious.
Yeah,
Everybody takes themselves so serious. Like, want to stand there like giving it, and have like a Range Rover behind them or whatever, whatever car it is. I thought we'll go the other way with it and just get the Del Boy car.
Really,
do you know what I mean?
That.
So yeah.
I feel like that proper like suits you and your personality though, because you are like young and bubbly and fun still. Like, but that's the thing, you can switch it like you said and do like the emotional like storytelling type stuff. So I do feel like that video encapsulates like one side of your personality really well. 100%. And to be fair, it's an absolute banger. That wasn't even the song that I was gonna play next, but I'm gonna play it for you because it's just so fire. So this one is brand new Tommy B with Blessings. Who produced this one? This is produced by my good friend Johnny Five, who is a crazy producer from Essex. Okay, wow. Let's get straight into this one. This one is brand new. The video is out right now, so make sure you go run it up, do up all the streams, everything good. This is Tommy B with Blessings. We're having a discussion about why I like East London and about pie and chips. Pie and mash. Right, so I'm going to be honest, and everyone's going to hate me. Because I'm from Cunch, I've never had pie and mash in a pie and mash shop. I think you've got to deal with her. Can someone take me to a pie and mash shop, please? Don't take her to Almonds, though. See that? Right, okay. Right, Kitty, what's your favourite pie and mash shop? Tommy, what's yours? Maureen's. Right, if anyone's listening and has a preference, please let me know so I can tell these two to shut up, because the whole 3 minutes that song was playing, it's all about pie and mash, But we're not gonna complain. So, what else is going on with you? Have you got any events coming up soon? Any more singles dropping from the album? Yeah, so coming up, I'll have a couple of other singles from the album. Lovely. That's going to lead into the album, obviously. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be trying to do a headline show soon enough. Mm-hmm. So that's really what's in the plans at the moment. Yeah. Other bookings is just sort of playing it by ear for the moment. We've just come back, do you know what I mean? And also, we've just come out of COVID, so... Yeah. It's nice to see that the live scene is now starting to pick itself up again, which is brilliant. But for me, at this very specific moment in time, I've just come back, dropping music, so I'm just out promoting, and all that other stuff will come after. But definitely a headline show this year, 100%. You heard it here first, 100%. Guys. So how was COVID for you? Because obviously 2020, if you look through your Spotify, you dropped bare music. So I'm guessing the whole thing didn't really stunt you. I think that's what kept me going. Yeah. To be fair, I had a setup in my house. Can't go wrong. And I just done that. Smash to be honest with you, just kept dropping. Yeah. So I think COVID itself. I mean, it was an horrible time for everyone, but I think that's what kept me going. Just being able to record at home, and I sort of use that as an outlet really. So yeah. Can't go wrong.
It was all right.
That's the thing, yeah.
It was
So
all right.
when did you decide that you was going to start making your debut album? Did you know at the beginning of 2021?
To be honest with you, I think it was just the caliber of the tunes that I started making, and I thought, this is sounding a bit albumy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
this is
very
all
fair.
sounding a bit
Yeah.
albumy. But no, I think I just sort of knew. I knew by the subject matters I was touching on, and started listening, and I thought I had about 5 or 6 tunes, and I thought, you know what, we could turn this into something a bit bigger. Do you know what I mean? So that was really how it come about, to be honest with you.
So when did the planning of that start? Because obviously you didn't drop anything in 2021. So this has been in the works for a long time.
Yeah, it's been in the works for a while. I mean, it was in the works to bring a project out, but then it sort of turned into the idea of an album.
Yeah.
But I suppose we've been working on this. I mean, I've had the tunes done for a while, but we've been working behind the scenes collectively, probably for the best part of like 18 months, I think.
Wow.
Like with
that is a
like
long
obviously
time.
recording, getting in
Yeah.
the studio, and then getting everything in place. So it's been a long process,
Yeah.
but which is obviously hasn't and COVID hasn't helped that at all
Of
either.
course. Especially with things like the headline shows, it was impossible.
It was impossible. So I do believe in God, and I believe that it's all God's timing, and we're here now. So that's
All
it.
that matters.
Yeah.
So do you have a release date or an estimated release date?
I think estimated sort of August, September time.
Okay.
We're sort of aiming for that sort of time.
Lovely. So how many more singles roughly are we going to hear before the
You'll
album
probably hear 2 brackets 3, but 2 brackets 3.
Maybe 3. We'll see.
2 brackets
we'll see
3.
Right, amazing. Do you want to let the people know your socials so they can keep up to date with everything that you're doing?
Yeah, definitely. Follow me on Instagram, Tommy B Official. TikTok. I'm on TikTok now, by the way. Yeah.
How is TikTok going for you?
I'm a TikToker.
To be fair, you've been like viral on TikTok and that, ain't you?
Yeah.
So unfair,
Couple bits have popped off. It just goes like that on there, to be fair.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, Tommy B Official on Instagram, Tommy B Official on TikTok, Tommy B Updates on Twitter, and you can find my YouTube channel, which is MC Tommy B Official.
Stunning.
Yeah, catch me on all of them socials and keep your eye out.
Especially TikTok, because like you can get paid for that.
Yeah,
It's
TikTok.
Good. Yeah, we like that. Do you have any shout outs? Any shout outs?
Big shout out to Sharky Major, always.
Massive
Big shout out to my payback crew, Essex, Ags, Roller, TC, Gleedy, all the boys. Kirby T, my brother Kirby T, who's got a show on here, so make sure you go and lock into that.
And me and Kirby are show swapping soon, so that'll be a fun
there
one.
You go.
I know.
Yeah, big shout out to my brother Descarda, always supporting. Yeah, everyone. Big shout out to my family. I'll type my nan. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's stunning. Right, we're going to get into one last track before we get into the freestyle, and we're going to take this one back. When did this one drop? No dramas.
This dropped in August 2020.
I was gonna say, I think I must have done a write-up or something. It just reminds me of summer.
Yeah, you did.
I did,
I
didn't
remember
I?
you did a write-up,
I remember listening, just thinking like, this is just pure. Everything tonight has just been really nice summer vibes, and this one is just the perfect like definition of what a summer vibe song should be. It's absolutely stunning. Again, produced by Z Dot and Crunchy. This one is Tommy B with No Dramas.